Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. So let's play Bloodmoon, where I am currently being assailed by an annoyed ice worm. Possibly multiple annoyed ice worms, actually. Yeah, hello, I see you. You can't get to me, though, thankfully. It would appear you can't burrow through this rock I'm standing on, which is good news. Previously, we completed the ritual of the Waterstone, which is why there are bright blue bubbles floating around it and stuff. Yeah, hello to you as well. Next, we embark upon the next part of Avar Stonesinger's tale, which is the Earthstone, I believe. However, first, we're going to recall out of here, so I don't have to deal with these stupid ice worms. And then I'm going to read the section from Avar, the tale of Avar Stonesinger again, to refresh our memories somewhat on what it is we should be doing. Oh, I love teleportation. It's great. None of this, you cannot fast travel, enemies are attacking nonsense. Oh no. Alright, so let's have a look. I don't know why I still have Uvirith's locket. I'll visit the smith while I'm here as well to get my stuff repaired. 6 snowwolf pelts. Wonder what we could get made with that. We'll find out, I'm sure. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Here we are. Avar travelled to the Earthstone, and there the Allmaker spoke to him again. Enter the cave of the hidden music and hear the song of the earth. So, Avar travelled north and east to the cave of hidden music. He found himself in a large cavern, where the rocks hung from the ceiling and grew from the ground itself. He listened there, and heard the song of the earth, but it was faint. Grabbing up his mace, he struck the rocks of the floor in time with the song, and the song grew louder until it filled the cavern and his heart. Then he returned to the Earthstone. The gift of the earth is with the Skull again, said the Allmaker. The lands are rich again and will bear life. So, to the cave of hidden music we go, I suppose. Which would be where, precisely? Well, the Earthstone is to the south of the Waterstone, so that's interesting. Well, I've made my journey a hell of a lot longer now, but at least I didn't have to deal with the ice worms, I guess. I suppose. See, I'm wondering now if it's not a good idea to actually head back to Thirsk, pick up Marisa, head down to the fort, talk to Carnius Magus about Raven Rock, and then he'll probably send me off towards Raven Rock, which is over here, to do something. And while I'm there, I can visit the Earthstone. That's how I'm thinking right now. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go head back to Thirsk, I do believe. Maybe stay there the night as well, actually. While we're at it. I'll chat with Snedbra the smith first, though. Snedbra! Prepare all my stuff again, please. Thank you.
What can this smith do?
Right. I believe Thirsk is off here to the south somewhere. There it is. In the distance. And yes, this is the Beast Stone right here, but I insist on doing this quest in the order as described in the tale. So I shall be ignoring the Beast Stone for now. Is that a dead thing? Down here on the ice lake? Oh no, it's just a hawker. Hello, Mr. Hawker. Oh god, you're attacking me. No, Mr. Hawker, leave me alone. I don't want to fight you. Do I have a calm spell? Who cares? I forgot what character I was playing as there for a second. Walker tusk. Souvenir, I suppose. Yes, I am, as a matter of fact, playing as Father the man who routinely drains the life from cute bunny rabbits to restore his health. Yeah, let's get a grip and have some perspective here. Even if I think the Hawkers are adorable, I don't think Fathers does. Hello, sir. Snowwolf armor. Oh, hold on. Let me read the actual list again. Snow Wolf. I can make a cuirass, but I don't need it because I've got to save his hide. Pauldrons, though. Tempting prospect. 2 wolf pelts and 1,000 gold. And a right pauldron would be another 2 and 1,000 gold. And there's also the helm. So I've got 6 wolf pelts, so I could have 2 pauldrons and a helmet made. I'm down with that. Left pauldron? I knew you'd come through, Father Sylvan. Give me the pelts and the gold. Come back tomorrow, same time, and I'll have your custom Snowwolf left pauldron ready. Can I queue up another one while we're here? Oh, we're going to have to do this one at a time then. Alright, fine. Nice view. Very nice view. As the sun begins to set in the distance. I do like Solstheim. I do like Solstheim. It's quite wonderful. Now, there was a gentleman upstairs that I didn't talk to while I was here last. I said I will talk to you later and then completely forgot. Hello, Marisa.
Don't stand about. Get moving.
Just attack it. What's that on the floor? He's in this room here, I think. Yes, hello. Beredit Gestal.
What do you want?
What's in that chest? Hello there, my name is Beredit Gestal. Perhaps you'd like to buy one of my books. I'm a bookseller by trade, but my real passion is writing. I recently finished 2 scholarly works, Thirsk, a history, and Sovngarde, a re-examination. I have copies of both for sale, among others. Tell me about Thirsk, a history. I came to Thirsk all the way from Cyrodiil, by way of Vardenfell. My father once visited Solstheim, you see, as a boy. And as a boy, I was intrigued by his exciting stories of the Nords. I was particularly fascinated with this very Mead Hall, its residents and their adventures, things like that. I arrived here over a year ago, and I've been living among the Nords ever since. I've been chronicling their lives, and recently collected enough data to complete my history of Thirsk. About Sovngarde, a re-examination, then. The Nords believe that the god Shor constructed a magnificent fortress where valiant Nord warriors may live forever, feasting, fighting, basically doing everything Nords like to do. The trick is finding the way in. According to legend, the entrance to Sovngarde is hidden, and only those who take up the search may ever find the way in. But according to my research, which I've chronicled in a new book, the only way into Sovngarde isn't quite what they thought. Interesting. I can ask him about a few things here, actually, like Gala Rithari's papers, for example. I have heard of it, but I do not know where to find a copy. Try looking in Vivek. Okay. In other words, go see Jobashar. Oneness? You say you have a story from the Scar called The Story of Avar Stonesinger. This may be what I was looking for, Father Sylvan. May I read it and copy it down? Alright. Hand him the scroll. Oh my. He reads it excitedly and then makes a copy. He hands you back the scroll. Thank you, PC name! 10 out of 10, Bethesda. Well done. Somebody forgot to leave one of the extra percentage tags. Oops. Or is it a double at or a double percentage? I can't remember. It's been ages since I've done any modded dialogue in Morrowind, but somebody forgot to leave a tag in there. I understand the skull so much better now. I think I'll put this story into a book called The Story of Avar Stonesinger and make sure you get thanked in the introduction. Jolly good. So about Thirsk. Thirsk is a very fascinating place, isn't it? It was built over 500 years ago by a group of Nords who left the Skarl village. Imagine that! 500 years of history rests around us. Last and Heart of Fame. He's the chieftain of the Skarl. My father met him when he came to Solstheim before I was born, and he was chieftain then. I'd love to talk to him, but I'm not a warrior, so I haven't been allowed to yet. Raven Rock. Raven Rock is on the southern shore, towards the west end of the island. Its name comes from the black colouring caused by all the ebony ore that can be found there. The Skarl? Oh yes, the Skarl are quite fascinating. Any study of Solstheim must include the Skarl, for they've played an integral part in shaping this island's history. I'm trying to write a book about them, but it's hard, and since they are very untrusting of outsiders, you really can't blame them, though. Since they're very untrusting of outsiders, you really can't blame them, though, can you? We more civilized people just seem to like the wilderness for what we can take from it. They love it for what it is. They have something we forgot long ago. They call it oneness. Yes. Someone in particular? Svenja Snowsong is quite a Nord warrior huntress, isn't she? As a scholar, I know I'll never have any chance with her, sadly. I don't know, man. I'd give it a try if I were you. You might be surprised. Eric. About time somebody killed that miserable cur. Good to know you support my decision. Little advice? Reading a book is no substitute for going out and doing this or seeing the real thing, I know. But reading a book on it first will help you prepare for the real thing and maybe even understand it better too. I completely agree with that assessment. Solstheim? My father told me of this place and his adventures with the Nords here. I thought he might have exaggerated them as a child, but now I see, if anything, he did the opposite. I love it here. The people here are so primal, so alive. They have something that we in civilization seem to have forgotten. I see. Rather importantly, I am unable to ask you about snow. This will not do. Course Windeye? He's the shaman of the Skarl. I've spoken to him a little, but not as much as I would like. He's a fascinating man, full of knowledge and wisdom and history. Okay, what about the Freishags? Witches' covens are found all over Tamriel, although I think the Glenmorrow coven is the only one found in every province. Well, the Freishags' covens are found only in Solstheim and Skyrim, I believe, probably because they mostly use frost magics. They're fanatically dedicated to the teachings of the Nord goddess Kain and tend to kill anyone who doesn't respect their beliefs. Or just anyone who happens to wander within 30 meters of them. Well, now that Eric's dead, I guess it doesn't matter if I tell you. Last I saw of her, she was locked in Eric's room. I know, she's not anymore, she's downstairs. Okay. Almalexia? Never heard of her. You probably have. But you're a Solstheim NPC, so you're programmed to say that. Barter. You have books. Sovngarde, a re-examination. And Thirsk, a history. Why don't we have a look at them both? What's that on that? The House of Troubles. Interesting choice of book to be on the shelf in a mead hall in Solstheim, I suppose, but whatever. So we're going to rest for the night, but let's have a little look at these first. Thirsk, a history. It's not too long, is it? Well, we'll see. Thirsk, a history by Beredit Gestal. On the eastern bank of Lake Fjolding stands Thirsk, a grand mead hall that serves as the home and centre of operations for a most valiant clan of Nord warriors. Approximately 100 years ago, a small group of Skarl decided to leave the main village and free themselves of their brethren's strict adherence to nature worship. They sought to live life as their ancestors had in Skyrim, free to kill what they wanted, when they wanted, free to worship in any manner they chose. The group braved the harsh weather and travelled south towards Lake Fjölding, where they found the perfect location for a new settlement. There, they decided to construct a grand mead hall that would serve as their new home and hunting lodge. After several months of building, the companions had completed the task and named the mead hall Thirsk. The settlers looked upon all they had accomplished and were truly proud of their accomplishment. But their happiness was short-lived, and the settlers soon learned that not everyone celebrated the construction of Thirsk. As the mead hall was being erected, so too was the noise and commotion of construction disturbing an ancient creature that lay dormant under the ice. It was a tragic twist of irony, therefore, that as the last beam of the great hall was nailed in place, the slumbering beast did finally awaken. His ancient name was the Uvirith, I think, though the settlers knew him only as Death. The Uvirith came to the newly completed mead hall and wreaked vengeance upon those who had shattered the peace of his long, cold sleep. It's all very Beowulf, isn't it? He killed without warning, without mercy, reducing the Thirsk Nords to half their number. It was the valiant sorcerer Eldred Icelight who finally drove the beast back to his lair beneath the frozen lake and used his magicka to seal the entrance for the great wall of ice. The horror was over, but the price was great. It took the settlers 2 months to fix the damage done by the Uvirith, and with so many strong hands now gone, it was slow and tedious work. Finally, Thirsk stood tall and proud once more. But even though the settlers had worked together to construct the mead hall and drive away the threat of the Uvirith, tensions quickly grew over who would serve as their leader. Most of the men considered Hrothmund the Red their de facto chieftain, as he was the strongest and most capable of the lot. But one warrior, Drengr Bronzehelm, disagreed. He thought himself the most capable to rule over Thirsk, and loudly voiced his opposition to Hrothmund. This being the same Hrothmund we've heard about vis-a-vis Hrothmund's Bane and all that, by the way. Knowing that conflict and discord would only serve to destroy the new life they had worked so hard to create, Hrothmund the Red exercised his only true option. He swung his great axe and beheaded Drengr Bronzehelm where he stood. The Nords appreciated more than anything a warrior's prowess in battle, and Drengr's slaying proved to them that Hrothmund was indeed most worthy to be Thirsk's chieftain. So that the other Nords would never forget he had proven his right to lead, Hrothmund placed Drengr's head on a pedestal in the centre of Thirsk's main hall for all to see. And so began Thirsk's most time-honoured tradition. Any warrior, regardless of race or sex, could claim leadership of the mead hall by displaying the most impressive battle trophy on the great hall's pedestal. So long as the spirit of Hrothmund the Red consented, that warrior would be named chieftain. Hrothmund's Bane. For 21 years, Hrothmund the Red ruled over Thirsk and its residents as chieftain. With his soft voice and great axe, which was said to be the largest weapon of its kind ever wielded by a Nord, Hrothmund brought peace and prosperity to Thirsk. But peace proved to be Hrothmund's undoing. The mighty Nord grew restless in the warmth and safety of the mead hall. He longed for battle and adventure, to feel the frost in his veins once more, and could ignore the call of valor no longer. When word spread of a giant, bloodthirsty white wolf terrorizing travellers in the Motoring Mountains, Hrothmund took up his great axe and set out to defeat the beast alone. The men of the mountains named him Onjeg, the fell wolf. The beast measured as large as an ox, with its fur as white as new-fallen snow, and it was said no man or woman alive could bring Onjeg down. The words of the mountain folk proved true, for while Hrothmund did hew one leg from the fell wolf, Onjeg devoured the mighty Nord whole, leaving only his great axe as a grim reminder of man's failure against beast. Filled with sorrow and rage, the resident... I'm not surprised, considering how bloody powerful half the creatures in this island are. Poor Hrothmund. Anyway. Filled with sorrow and rage, the residents of Thirsk marched to the mountains in search of the wolf, called by them Hrothman's Bane. Only together did they manage to slay Onjeg, and as family they feasted on its roasted flesh. The following is a list of Thirsk's chieftains since Hrothman first ruled. Hrothman the Red, Nord male, slew Drenga Bronzehelm and presented his head as a battle trophy. Ruled over Thirsk for 21 years, slain and devoured by Onjeg, the fell wolf. Isgaror Whitewave, Nord female, slew the necromancer Hildir Wormheart and presented his heart as battle trophy, ruled over Thirsk for 4 years. Einar, Nord male, slew the frost giant Guorlog and presented his foot as a battle trophy, ruled over Thirsk for 6 years. Gizel Roundgut, Nord male, slew Einar and presented his sword as a battle trophy, ruled over Thirsk for 2 months. Einar the Younger, Nord male, slew Gizel Roundgut and presented his stomach as a battle trophy, ruled over Thirsk for 7 years. Griotgaror, Nord male, slew the White Witch Katla and presented her staff as a battle trophy, ruled over Thirsk for 2 years. Amelie Bontesu, Breton female, slew that guy and presented his head as a battle trophy, ruled over Thirsk for 3 years. Thorimor Stormkiller, Nord male, slew the brothers Annie and Ali and presented their enchanted hammers as battle trophies, ruled over Thirsk for 16 years. Aegaleif, Nord female, slew Odni the Unfaithful and presented her hand as a battle trophy, ruled over Thirsk for 8 years. Cucino Aurelia, Imperial male, slew the Imperial hero Claudius Anzioni and presented his sword as a battle trophy, ruled over Thirsk for 3 weeks. Fraud. Eldar Bearskinner, Nord male, slew the Imperial fraud Cucino Aurelia and presented his tongue as a battle trophy, ruled over Thirsk for 5 years. Falki the Fat, Nord male, slew a pack of 6 rabid wolves and presented their claws as battle trophies, ruled over Thirsk for 3 months, succumbed to madness and death as a result of rabies. Svana the Knife, Nord female, slew Greta Wolfchild and presented her sword as a battle trophy, ruled over Thirsk for 4 years. Binir Whitebeard, Nord male, slew 3 orc raiders and presented their eyes as battle trophies, ruled over Thirsk for 22 years. Skjoldr Wolfrunner, Nord male, slew the wizard Gris the Yellow and presented his head as a battle trophy, ruled over Thirsk for 3 years thus far, and still chieftain as of the writing of this work. Yes, we've seen the skull of Gris the Yellow in there. Expansion. The Thirsk Mead Hall is nearly the same today as it was over 100 years ago, a testament to the quality of its construction. But while Thirsk itself did not grow, its inhabitants did, and before long the Grand Mead Hall could not house all who wished to dwell within. So, over the years, many Nords have left Thirsk to establish their own private dwellings out in the wilderness of Solstheim, relying on the island's many caves and natural shelters, but those who left are always welcome back at Thirsk, and many return frequently to enjoy the Mead Hall's hospitalities. It is also important to note that although over 100 years have passed since the group first left the Skarl village, the Skarl and Thirsk Nords have always remained civil to one another, and even trade resources on occasion. Relationship with the Empire. Throughout the years, the Thirsk Nords and the Empire have entered into a simple but effective relationship. They leave each other alone, and everyone is happy. Soon after arriving on Solstheim, the Imperials realized that their authority on the island was limited to Fort Frostmoth and vicinity. Solstheim was, is, and probably always will be a savage and frozen wasteland more suited to ancient Nord custom than conventional Imperial law. As long as the residents of Thirsk leave Fort Frostmoth in peace, the Imperials at Fort Frostmoth will reciprocate. In fact, the relationship between the two locations is fairly civil, and the Thirsk Nords gained considerable favour with the Empire when they delivered the Breton fugitive Elaine Montrose to the garrison at Fort Frostmoth after he attempted to hide out in Thirsk. Law and order within Thirsk. Within the Mead Hall, the chieftain serves as judge, jury, and executioner if necessary. The reality is that Thirsk has always been a fairly peaceful place, with camaraderie and goodwill the norm. Solstheim can be a harsh home, and the Nords of Thirsk have long realized that fighting each other isn't nearly as productive as battling the island's bears, wolves, draugrs, reeklings, and whatever other fell creatures may roam the land. Still, there is the occasional disagreement, which more often than not ends in bloodshed, and every few years, someone gets it into his head to challenge the chieftain to a blood duel to try to gain possession of Thirsk. Generally speaking, the Nords of Thirsk are one big, happy, barbarian-like family. And like any family, they have their squabbles. That was an enjoyable read. We'll read the other book later, because that was quite a long one. Let's rest for 13 hours. Very early start. Hope Marisa got a decent night's sleep, because she's coming with us. I see Eric is still here. Very good.
What say you?
I say you should clean up Eric. Really?
Keep it dark in here so you can't see the dirt.
Anyway, Marisa, go along. Let's go. Back to Fort Frostmoth. Although I am going to go and check and see if What's-His-Face has finished my Snow Wolf. Oh man, look at that sunrise.
Hey, wait for me.
She actually says that if you get too far away. Ah, it's ready. Brilliant. Here you go, Fathers. One expertly crafted Snow Wolf left pauldron. Came out even better than expected. If you need nothing else, I'm your man. I do, actually. Give me, Oh, damn. Which side did you give me? Wasn't paying attention. A left pauldron. Which, let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at the darn thing. Resist frost 5% on self. Armor rating 46. That's pretty good, that is, actually. That is pretty good. Yeah, I'll wear that for now. Can't see it under this robe. It's a bit of a low-profile pauldron, but that's what it looks like. Nay bad, nay bad. I'm not sure it beats glass, so I don't know if I'll get the greaves or not, but not bad at all. Probably fits quite well with the Saviour's hide, to be fair, actually, so... Anyway, No, wrong robe. We want the nice toasty warm robes. Yes. And that was the right pauldron, yes? No, it was the left pauldron. Alright. No. I'm going to double check it again. I don't want to waste my 2 pelts here. I don't know when I'm going to get some more, so... Left. Okay, I need the right pauldron. Right pauldron, right pauldron, right pauldron. There we go. I'll see you later. Come on, Marisa. We have places to be. I have many places to be. You just need to get back to Fort Frostmoth.
Hey, wait for me.
I really wish you'd speed up a bit. I'll slow myself down by getting my weapon out, but I wish I could just teleport with you, honestly, but whatever. Alright, so if we just head south-ish, we'll get there eventually. Oh my goodness. Don't kill Marisa. Oh my word.
I'm not doing nothing.
Oh dear. Marisa the missionary is dead. I should report the sad news to Julan at the Imperial Cult Shrine at Fort Frostmoth. Man. My travelling companions on Solstheim are having some really bad luck, aren't they? You want to stay alive on this island, don't travel with Fathis Ulvin. Good grief. Yep. I'm not going to reload it. I'm not going to reload it. That's just how it's going to be. She died. The end. If you, on your playthrough at home, would like to attempt to do it without her dying, be my guest. However, I cannot be bothered, because if she couldn't survive one encounter with a price tag, That was going to be a very frustrating journey indeed. Sorry, Snow Kitty. You were in my way. Face death. Says who? Another one of these. Good, you stay dead. You're welcome to the free lunch there, Mr. Bear. Ah, we found Uncle Sweetchair's hut again. I suppose I could just teleport the rest of the way back now, couldn't I? Since I don't have her coming along with me. Very well. Hello, everybody. I see you've not rebuilt the fort yet. Never mind. Well, let's give this chap the bad news, I suppose. My Marisa is dead? No! It cannot be! Oh, why have the Divines forsaken me? Marisa was so young, so innocent. She was so stupid, too. Father Sylvan, I thank you for relaying this information, tragic as it may be. I'm sure you did everything in your power to help, my love. Please, take this gold as payment for your services. Now, if you don't mind, I wish to be alone. I don't remember what the reward is for actually doing it successfully, but I don't think I care that much. But, sucks to be him, I guess, but, oh, God. Yes, I'll go to Thirsk, the Mead Hall full of barbarians, and preach about the evils of Mead, and hopefully nothing bad will happen to me. Also, I'm going to run up and punch this Fryce hag with deadly, deadly magic in the face, and oh, I'm dead. Oh, dear. Who could have foreseen such a thing happening? Right. What is it, clerk? Is this about your current assignment? I personally don't have anything for you, but I understand Falco is having some sort of problem out of the sight. Doesn't surprise me in the least. Go out there and see what's going on, will you? Very well. Off to Raven Rock we go. Now, we can get a boat to Raven Rock. We can't get a boat back from Raven Rock, but that's fine, because we can just teleport if we want to. But I'm going to take advantage of the boat ride that we can take, instead of walking through the woods. It's a nice clear day. Whoa, hello, Barn Malor, aka Blacklight. It's rather imposing on the horizon, isn't it? Kind of wish you couldn't see it from Solstheim, but there it is. Those mountains are impressive over there, though. Look at all that. More alpine forest over there and stuff. It's going to be years before Tamriel Rebuilt ever get around to adding some dwarven ruins up there and all. Before they get around to adding NPCs and quests to all this land up here, but and it's a damn shame, actually, because I'd really love to go explore that. This weird bit of Morrowind that's up around here, which is sort of like, it's technically Morrowind, but it's also incredibly Nordic as well. Like, there are lots of Nord villages around there and stuff, and the landscape is a bit more Skyrim-esque. Yeah. Unfortunately, though, all we can do for now is admire it from a distance. Hello, basks in the sun. How do? Yeah, take me to Raven Rock, would you? Scenic travel. Raven Rock trip, actually. To the east, Dark Elf, watch Magnus's rising glory. Indeed. It is rather glorious, is it not? See a little bit of Varden from the distance there, some Daedric ruin. Oh, that's a little Nord village. Some Reavers by the looks of things. Hi! I mean, are they though? I'm not sure, actually. They look a little bit different from the average band of Reavers, but who knows? There's a Hawker. Hello, Mr. Hawker. Raven Rock, just down here. This is the angle you come in on the boat when you play the Dragonborn DLC, isn't it? You come in on a boat, just down this bit, right like here. Exactly the same, except it's not all covered in ash and stuff in this expansion. Very pretty god race through the trees there. And here we are. The landing point is where those two torches are. And look! Construction has begun. Cheers, my dear. See you later. Toodaloo. Yep, off he goes. I do love the scenic travel mods. They are so cool. Right. But yes, we unfortunately, there's no way back. As you can see, there's no one to talk to here. There will be eventually, but not right now. Luckily, we can just teleport. So, you have been industrious. Hello, where's Falco gone? Falco, there you are. Hello. Hello, I'm here to see you. Is there anything you have to say to me? Anything at all?
Good work with the ebony. Keep it up.
I like waiting for the unique dialogue, you know. Hello, Father Sylvan. Are you here on assignment, or did you just stop by? Confound it all, I had hoped Carnius wouldn't catch wind of our situation. I had things under control until recently. It's this crazy Nord. Hroldar the Strange, we've taken to calling him. He's been hanging around for a while, ranting about how we're ruining the land, and if we don't stop, we'll incur the wrath of nature itself. He was simply a nuisance, but now it's apparent we have to get rid of him. Wouldn't have to be that gentleman over there, would it? I've no idea where he came from. He wasn't a problem until now. Annoying, yes, but nothing that kept us from getting our work done. I want him out of here before he starts spooking the men. I'm sure that Carnius just wants him killed. Anything standing between Carnius and his prophet deserves a death warrant, so far as he's concerned. But I can't be that harsh. I feel sorry for this poor man. It's clear his own people have abandoned him. Well, I can certainly understand why. I ask that you don't hurt him, Father Sylvan. Try to reason with him. Failing that, come back and talk to me and we can work something out. I really would rather just kill him. Hello, Hroldar. What do you have to say for yourself, then?
You'll not infect me with your devilry. I am here to defend nature, and I'll do so at any cost. Now be gone.
Indeed. He won't leave. I should speak to Falco and find out how to handle this. Hello, Feathers here. Yep. Is he really that stubborn? Fine. I don't have time for this. We need to get in there and finish our work. You have my permission to rough him up a little bit. Bare fists only, no weapons, no spells, are we clear? I want him to understand he's not welcome here. I don't want him dead. I'm not very good with hand-to-hand combat. This amuses me, but also infuriates me. What? You're kidding me, right? You honestly don't know how to throw a punch? Well, that certainly doesn't speak very highly of you, no, does it? Go and learn something about it, why don't you? Or use some sort of magic shenanigans to help yourself out. Really, I'm not here to hold your hand. Take some initiative, Father Zolvan. This is the game simultaneously making fun of itself for the fact that you can't hit someone with a simple punch unless you have like 50 hand-to-hand skill. And also infuriating the player because there's no way to do this without killing him that doesn't involve training up your hand-to-hand skill. So it's it's simultaneously funny and also really annoying. Our hand-to-hand is 18, which is a little higher than you'd think than it is for a lot of characters, actually. So I might give this a go. So it's being buffed by something, I'm not sure what. Oh, the Belt of the Unarmed. That's what's doing it. Right then. Magic shenanigans it is, Falco. Okay. Pro tip, the 0 key on your keyboard will equip your fists. Sent you to talk me out of this, have they? Those devils won't get rid of me so easily. Talk all you like, Dark Elf. The curse I place on you will be all the more painful for it. Yeah, we're lucky we've got 18 hand-to-hand. This is actually doable. If you're like many characters, though, and you have like only 5 hand-to-hand, this quest is infuriating because you just can't hit the guy. I'll not get it given to you. Cease this violence before you bring death and destruction on yourself. Ow! Okay, I'll go away. Just stop hitting me. Just give me a minute to collect myself. I promise I'll be gone the next time you come back. Oh, that's going to leave such a bruise. Off you go, Hraldar. Good stuff. Right, we've beaten up a protestor. Good work, Faeryn. I appreciate you not being too harsh with him. Things can get back on track now and not a minute too soon. Take the news to Carnius, will you? And here, take this. It's not much, but I like to reward those that can follow orders. Indeed. I was hoping you might say that. 1,000 gold. Thank you very much. That will pay for at least one round of repairs that I've had to go through on this stupid island. Alright. You got anything else for me to do? Let Carnius know that Hraldar the Strange has been dealt with. There's nothing more for you to do here now. Very well. However... very impressive. However... we cannot read during battle. Are you serious? What battle? Is this because of Hraldar? Has he screwed everything up now? Okay, this is really annoying. Can we just wait an hour and maybe that'll fix it? I don't know. Okay, this is really annoying. Hraldar's the problem, isn't he? Let me go inside the mine entrance here. Okay, so the Earthstone is around here, because we're roughly here. That's where Raven Rock is. So if we head northwest a little bit, we should find the Earthstone. Has that fixed it? It has. Brilliant. Okay. We could explore the mine a little bit, actually, but there's not really much down there. We'll end up going down there later. So... I'm not that fussed. Good to see construction is underway, though. Here's us walking around trying to restore the oneness of the land and the skull and what have you. And simultaneously destroying the wilderness to build a mining company down in the south. Dead snow bear. Thank you for the snow bear pelts, though. And we'll dispose of your corpse, just to make sure you hopefully respawn one day. I don't really need snow bear armor, because it's medium armor. Oh, hello, Mr. Bear. But, it'd be fun to make it anyway, just as a souvenir or something. Depending on how much it's going to cost me, mind you. Might be able to make a profit on selling it, after all. We can get a better look at this Nord town on the other side of the water here now that it's a bit clearer. Look, a little boat down there and a Big ass hall of some description up on that hill. Very cool, very cool. Just can't go there though, which makes me sad. No Hawker. Where is the Earthstone? Here is the Earthstone. I'm assuming. Alright. The Earthstone, everybody. But that will be next time. I'm going to tease you, yes. That is going to be next time, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for this episode. Next time, we will speak to the Earthstone and travel to the Cave of the Hidden Music, I believe it was called. Hello, Mr. Bet. Keep on going, Mr. Bet. I'm not interested in you, Mr. Bet. But that is it for today, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time, where I'll probably have to fight that bear as soon as it loads in again. Toodaloo, folks.